open, and then we'll start with some body relaxation and breathing and just getting ourselves into the space and into the retreat atmosphere. So having it ready to go ahead and mostly close your eyes, 3/4 closed, looking unfocused at the floor. You can have your hands in meditative posture, whether the Tibetan Buddhist way of left on the bottom, right on top, the 2 thumbs touching in the lap, or however is comfortable for you is fine. First of all, just be with a straight back. And breathe into your body consciously, allowing the breath to go all the way down into your stomach and all the way out again. A few conscious breaths, encouraging your body to settle. And then bring your focus up to the crown of your head and relax down your head, neck, shoulders, all the way down through your arms, back, and torso until you arrive at your seat. And when you feel ready, move the relaxation down your seat through your hips and legs, imagining any tension leaving out through your toes, dissolving into space. And then shift your focus to the breath. And when your breath is deep, You simply know that it's deep. And if it's shallow, you simply know that it's shallow. Allow yourself to know your own breath, your attention riding it in and out, the way a surfer rides a wave, balanced and focused. And gradually sharpen your focus, not too tight, not too loose. Not chasing your thoughts, and also not pushing them away. Just resting your focus on the breath, coming back to it whenever you drift. And now the prayers together out loud. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the great enlightenment. This ground, anointed with perfumes, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon, I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Yadam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamiyatayan. And now we visualize. And just visualize as best you can, having that same mentality of not too tight, not too loose. So first think that the transcendental wisdom of non-dual bliss and emptiness of all the Buddhas, which fully sees all existence, the holy mind of the Dhammakaya, the absolute Guru, takes the form of Tara above your crown. Just as sentient beings act under the control of anger and attachment, Buddhas work for all living beings under the control of compassion. At this time, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the absolute Guru, manifests in this particular female form of Tara. So she's seated the same direction as you are. She's about 4 inches above your crown, with 1 face and 2 arms. She's in the aspect of a very beautiful 16-year-old girl. Her face is very peaceful, with a slight smile. Her eyes are not opened widely, but are fine and a little rounded, very loving and compassionate. When we look at Tara, her eyes express compassion towards us, like the look of a loving mother gives her only child. Her hair is very dark, half down and half tied up. The center of her hair has an utpala flower as a crown. A tiara fastened in her hair is adorned with jewels, the central one being ruby, symbolizing Amitabha, the principal Buddha of her Buddha family, the Padma or Lotus family. And so take a moment to be with her face. Even though she's in the space above you, you can visualize. The warmth of her gaze. Let your mind's eye travel up and down the planes of her face, letting it become more and more three-dimensional and real. Radiant green, made of transparent light. And then you move your visualization down. Her right hand rests on her right knee, palm outward, in the mudra of granting sublime realizations, indicating her ability to provide beings with whatever they desire. Her left hand at her heart holds the stem of a Nutpala flower, with her thumb and ring finger together, symbolizing the unification of method and wisdom. And the other three fingers raised, symbolizing the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Though 16, she is fully developed in the prime of youth, full of vitality. She's dressed in silken robes of royalty, wears rainbow-colored stockings and a white half blouse. She is adorned with necklace, bracelets, armlets, anklets, and so forth. Every aspect of her appearance is symbolic of the enlightened mind and the particular characteristics she emphasizes, like the jewelry representing the six perfections: generosity, ethics, patience, joyous effort, concentration, wisdom. And so let your mind's eye scan from the top of her top knot all the way down to her waist, up and down, clarifying those details of her hands, the Utpala flower, the sort of garments she wears, increasing the sense of her being living and real and present. And try to hold as many details as you can without adding any tension. And if it's just a general impression of green, that's fine. And moving down your visualization, her right leg is extended, showing she is always ready to rise up and come to the aid of those who need her, while her left leg is drawn up, showing her renunciation of worldly desire. She has a moon disk behind her. She is adorned with complete holy signs and exemplifications of a Buddha. So hold the whole figure of Tara now. She is also seated on a moon, sun, and lotus flower. And it's as if by visualizing Tara, we concentrate the energy of Tara-ness, of the Dharmakaya mind of all the Buddhas. We become more receptive to it. This archetype of action and protection. Swift, skillful means. Present here for us. On her forehead is a white Om, the essence of the Vajra holy body. At her neck, a red Ah, in the essence of the Vajra holy speech. And at her heart, a blue Hum, the essence of the Vajra holy mind. These characters can be in whatever language you prefer, as long as they represent those sounds. Om, Ah, Hum. From the Om at Tara's forehead, white nectar beams are emitted and enter you through your forehead, completely purifying all the obscurations and negative karmas you have accumulated with the body from beginningless rebirths until now. From her forehead to yours, white light, purifying the body. From the Ah at Tara's throat, red nectar beams are emitted and enter through your throat, completely purifying all the obscurations and negative karma accumulated with your speech from beginningless rebirths until now. Red nectar light from her throat to yours, purifying speech. From the Hum at Tara's heart, Blue nectar beams are emitted and enter your heart, completely purifying all the obscurations and negative karmas accumulated with your mind from beginning this rebirth until now. Blue nectar light from her heart center to yours, purifying the mind. Out of compassion for you and all living beings, Mother Tara has purified you. And so see if you can hold the idea of simultaneously white, red, and blue nectar light curving in an arc from Tara's 3 places to yours. And then add the mantra of Tara to the visualization. Om Tare tu Tare tu Re Soha. 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 And continue the mantra under your breath, together with the visualization. Om Tare tu Tare tu Re Soha. And gradually expand the visualization, thinking that Tara appears above every single sentient being, sending down 3-colored light, purifying their body, speech, and mind, soothing and settling, pacifying afflictions, delusions, bringing peace. You can start by visualizing Tara appears above the heads of your loved ones and everyone in your life, And then gradually expand out. Om Tari Tu Tari Turi Soha. Om Tari Tu Tari Turi Soha. And think that you request to Tara that without even a delay of a second, may I become Tara. And in each second, free uncountable numbers of living beings from all their sufferings and lead them to full enlightenment. And think that because rather than following the selfish mind, you're using your life to serve others, because of your attitude of bodhicitta, Tara is extremely pleased with you. She melts into green light and enters through your forehead and absorbs. And think my body, speech, and mind have been blessed to become Tara's Vajra body, holy speech, holy mind. By receiving the blessings of Tara with a calm, devoted mind, you plant the seed to develop your mind and actually achieve Tara. And then we dedicate. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that is not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. And we remember the emptiness of the three spheres, the agent, action, object, lack inherent existence, because they dependently arise. So sealing that dedication. And relax your attention. So tomorrow we'll be doing green Tara, and then the day after we'll be doing white Tara. And both of the days have like a short version and a long version of the practice. So what we just did was the short version of Green Tara, but we'll start tomorrow morning with this longer version at the very beginning, which starts with a nice long rim prayer. So I recommend kind of having a page through your retreat packet and just kind of getting to know the way it's organized. If you prefer these texts, you guys online, if you like them separated out, they're also just in the Dropbox separated out. But what you have is the same thing as what the people in the room have. You just have a PDF, so the tabs are not as easy. Apologies. But that's the plan, all Tara all the time. And tomorrow we'll have 2 sessions where there will be teaching and Q&A, and the rest of the sessions will be mainly meditation. So tonight, when you go to sleep, the tradition is, particularly during Tara practice, is to feel like you are going to sleep in Tara's lap, and that she's sending blessings all through the night, purifying your body, speech, and mind. Unless that feels too awkward, in which case, don't. So up to you, but that's the tradition, and it's quite nice. It's also a good way to kind of be present with your body before bed and kind of let go of tension. So that same visualization, even just body, speech, mind, purifying, soothing, can be really nice one before bed, just the really simple version. So have a look at your text if you have the urge, and also make a little note if there's bits that you feel like you might get stuck on, parts that you want to elaborate or ask questions about, because there'll be time for that. So have a good night. Thank you so much.